threw money at someone, people who said your needs are too expensive or your high maintenance or whatever, they were the ones who said someone lasted 5 seconds in bed and she had to go outside to go and chill. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paula. If it's your first time stopping by, you're definitely welcome, and if you know you're an old subscriber, thank you very much for tuning in again. I want to say that I've been trying to avoid this particular topic. I think for like a very long time now, I've been trying to avoid this particular topic, and I cannot avoid it again because the very last one that I just watched, it blew my mind away. Like, I could not even believe what I was hearing. Well, before I get into it, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, okay? All right, let's get back to the video. So I'm talking about the BBN Lockdown Edition reunion show. I told myself that I wasn't going to do any review on this particular show going on right now, just because I feel like it's too stressful for me to deal with. I have a lot of opinions about it, but I'm like, well, let me come and share my own opinion, because I cannot be having conversation with myself in my house, bothering my brain. Let me come and pour it so it can leave my spirit and soul. I'm going to talk about the one of her last night, yeah, the day 3. So the day 3 started with Ebuka asking question about the whole thing that happened with Watoni. There was Watoni, there was Nengi, and there was Tolani BBNREUNION with Prince, right? But they kind of like talked about Prince and Nengi like the last week. That's the day 2. They talked about them already, and Nengi cleared up everywhere, and Prince also cleared up her own part. You get me? That there was a likeness, but then when he saw that she was involved with someone else, he decided to just, remove himself. But then Tolani BBNREUNION is saying that's not the issue, that he only picked her because he was rejected. And I honestly don't know if that was true or whatever, but I know I heard when he had a conversation with Tricky talking about if he watches Nengi and Nengi is still in the field she's in, he's going to leave and go pick someone else and all of that. Then he picked, because by the way, there was Watoni. He didn't go for Watoni, he went for Tolani BBNREUNIon. That should tell a lot to her, that this guy was interested in her, even if it's a little bit. You understand me? But I think what happened with that relationship basically was just the fact that Tolani BBNREUNIon was this kind of girl and Prince is this kind of guy, right? So the two of them, it's a different case where you're like separately feeling someone. You're like looking at this person, like, I like this person, this person gets swag, this person is fine, this person is intelligent. That's a different case than when you now come in a relationship with that person. That's when you would now know how this person is truly. So I feel like Prince had a reputation to keep. You understand? He had to respect his family, he had to respect his own person, and he didn't want to cross a line, and he didn't want to give too much too soon. I feel that's where it was, and that is why he was struggling a lot to fit into Tolani BBNREUNION's needs. And I feel also that Tolani BBNREUNION was looking at other people's relationship and trying to make her own relationship be like theirs. And it wasn't working for Prince, because Prince wanted to be his own person. And, he actually talked about how, like, Tolani BBNREUNION, was not having the same conversations that he wanted to have. She wanted to do all the whole PDA, that's a public display of affection. She wanted to do all the whole PDA or the whole cook for me, let's do this, let's do that. And he wasn't having that because he likes to have talks about science, sports, and TBAJ wasn't doing that. So he was seeing himself try so hard to match into her own space. I mean, he tried his best, right? And you're saying that he just moved on quickly, immediately he left the house. I mean, you were suffocating him. You were making him feel uncomfortable. And when you left the house, he felt free again. He could mingle with people because you were stopping him from relating with other people. So now he sees himself as being free to associate himself with other people, to talk to other people and all of that. I mean, all these things we're talking about is why Eric and Lilo left in the first place. They left the house because they were too into themselves. They had conversation with themselves. They had food, everything with just themselves. You will hardly see them separate, or except maybe Eric would go and talk to other people. That is why they left very early. But you wanted him to just be there, and after they talked about that, she called him not man enough and all of that. I just felt that whole talk was so unnecessary. And then they asked V what she thought about the relationship and all of that. And V said what she wanted to say. And they talked about how she talked to Erica about wanting Neil. And she started changing her mouth that she never wanted Neil, that because Erica told her she was feeling her, or he was feeling her. And then she was like, I'm feeling you too. But we watched the show, and then we watched the interview after the show. The interview after the show, she was telling Ebuka how if Neil comes out and he says, oh, I want you, Tolani, she's going to go for it because, I mean, he's a fine guy and all of that, you get me? So, and Ebuka asked her a simple question, what about your friend? But she could not answer that question. That's what I'm saying, that the way she handled everything was not proper, and, she tried so much to make it seem like there was some kind of, maybe there's something else that she's not telling us that happened because we do not know about it. I would like to believe that there's something else in that whole mix that we do not know about. Probably they should sit down with securities or with securities around so that they can settle their beef once and for all, because it's not good. And she's saying she's in a healthy relationship and all of that. I don't know, the guy you are in a healthy relationship with, watching that show yesterday, he's supposed to ask you some questions if you're still interested, and how you could do something like that to someone that was once your friend, whether she offended you, whether she was selfish or whatever she was. You shouldn't have done that. That's my own opinion. Nobody should come for me, I beg. Yeah, that is my own opinion. She shouldn't have just done that. That's mine. You understand? Should have just removed herself from all the bad energy concerning those people and just lived a normal life. Talking about it and all of that was so unnecessary. Raising her voice that way, insulting them, and who else watched where the part where she was like, V didn't go to college, you didn't go to school or whatever. When she gets a degree, she should come and talk to her. Oh my God. That's like a low blow. Like, you shouldn't say that to a human being. If you feel that you are now high and mind and all of that, come on now. I mean, I just feel that was just too much. She was just doing too much, and she should have just left it at that. I don't want to have anything to do with you again and all of that. But she was threatening. She said she's going to beat her up. She's going to do this. She's going to... Come on now, Tolani, what's up now? You shouldn't have done all of that now. It should have been a friendship. You guys are both from the same tribe and all of that. I thought the tribes have this kind of special bond that they usually just share with themselves. Well, I just feel that was so, and I would love to commend V on how she carried herself throughout that whole show. She didn't even get up from that seat to do anything. She just sat down there, and that was like, I don't know. I think that was like the coolest I've ever seen her. She just wanted to say her mind and say how angry she was that she did something like that while they were still friends, you get, and she just wanted to say her mind actually, and that was it. There were a lot of talk. They were like, Tolani, they do wrongs and all of that. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. Or if Tolani was right for what she did, or V should have just apologized to her for whatever. I think she did apologize. Actually, she apologized. She said she apologized, although she says she's not happy that she apologized to Tolani Badge and all that. But that was what happened. So that whole field or whatever ended there, right? Then we now went to, they now showed us next episode. Omo, I don't understand. I can't say much about it. There were people who threw money at someone, people who said your needs are too expensive or your high maintenance or whatever. There were the ones who said someone lasted 5 seconds in bed and she had to go outside to go and chill. No be me talking more. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to find out what happened today by 10 p.m. you guys, and I'm going to bring the tea to your doorstep, to your screen. All right, stay tuned for more BBNAJIA talk, and we're going to be back there with a banger. All right, guys. Till next time, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this video, and please give me a big thumbs up because your thumbs up matters to me. All right, thank you very much. Till next time, bye.